if you spent 2 hours on it, I was gonna break some really bad news to you.
Look, man. Look, man. Look at those 2-minute thumbnails. I am so proud.
Thumbnail. Your thumbnail.
That's the point. They're supposed to look garbage. I love the Fortnite ones. They're just like, they're so bad.
My favorite thumbnail from yours is still the bunch of the red arrows that are pointing in everyone's direction.
We won. We somehow won. So in a nutshell, I'm changing the theme of my channel to be ludicrous garbage. That's all.
Fantastic. So you're gonna maintain what your channel already was. Good.
But just accept the fact.
I'm kidding.
Just accepting the fact. That's all.
Are you streaming right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, alright, sweet. We get to talk about... Oh, do you want to do 50-50s or duos?
Lefties.
Okay, sweet. Steady storm it is. Just kidding, we're gonna do 50-50.
Squads? Don't fail? Oh, it's 50-50. What am I talking about? I was like, oh no, we're gonna be in a squad. Oh, they got a new item. Hey, not bad.
Oh, a Jingo Bang. That doesn't sound sexual.
Oh, I like the workout. I like the work it out. I like it. Bang, 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 bang,
bang, bang, bang, bang. Welcome to the lanes.
I pressed streamed on my PC, not on my dual PC. Whoopsies! Don't sue me, Blizzard.
Isn't it weird that like 24 people in this world like watched the stream that you and I did where we won? Like 24, there was 24 sad souls.
12 of them were mine.
Oh, do you want to go to the freaking, what is that place called?
Absolutely.
Name for it. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not lying.
No, I got you. That's right. I think I've only posted one video on YouTube, and that's Ryan, Christian, and I dropping a cannonball on.
I'm so proud. You know what? Now I need to subscribe to your channel, endorse your channel.
Oh yeah. You know that tower that they built on their property?
Yeah.
The Woods' property.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where we dropped the cannonball from.
That's a pretty high height.
It is. It was a pain. We were like, this is gonna be a huge channel. We're gonna do this all the time. And after like a day of hauling that cannonball up and down the stairs, we gave up. We were like, no, this isn't.
Well, it hurts to fail.
Yeah. Well, it's like you work so hard. I think honestly, like YouTube videos are some of the worst things on the planet because you could put so much effort into something and then it only gets like 10 views, and it's like.
Yeah,
you know,
but if
what's
you
the
put
point?
no
Why did
effort,
I spend all this time doing that?
Right, but if you put no effort into it and you get 20 views, you picking up what I'm putting down? See, streaming is easy because you don't have to record or edit anything.
You're just trying to justify your lazy YouTube. See, I don't blame you. Why should you put effort in something that you don't know will produce anything?
Exactly. So quantity over quality. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, exactly. Well, I would just say don't put effort into something like YouTube videos.
Well, shoot, that's pretty tough to say. But right now with YouTube's algorithm, I'll have to say primarily it is quantity over quality.
Yeah.
Quantity is 100 times more important in YouTube's eye. And you know what? I'm not gonna get upsetty spaghetti with them because you know what? You make a profit.
Well, it's
when
like
you make
they're
more.
trying to turn YouTube into just a regular media service.
Right. And you have to have media, but you have to have media in order to have a service.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, YouTube is so big now that it's like, you know, they really have to have big media to back it up. Yeah. There's one poor sap that decided to come this way.
Do we need to get him?
He's in the warehouse. I'm gonna go grab. You want to go after him?
Yeah, let's go after
the warehouse. I want your cover here.
Yeah. Wait a minute, I gotta fix my audio real quick. Boom, 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 boom. Apply.
I feel bad for this guy. This is like he's the only person here.
What? Where's he at?
He's in the warehouse, dude. knocked him.
I just hear you. I just hear you. Whack a whack.
I feel bad. I don't want to like. He decided to come this way, and that was like the biggest mistake ever.
Feel bad. Oh no.
I'm gonna steal your card.
well, I stole your what's it called? Slurp juice. No. Shields. Oh wait a minute. You're at full shields. What am I talking about?
Okay, you think I can do it? Oh darn it.
Here, I got you. I got you. Oh, okay.
Oh,
okay.
come on. I was gonna. Okay, never mind. All right, fine.
All right, now. Okay. Okay. Here we go. And.
Oh crap! Oh crap! Oh crap! Ah! Everything's
perfect.
right in the. Oh, what are you doing?
Almost perfect.
Perfect.
I would consider that a 10 out of 10.
I would consider that.
Now let's get to the circle before it kills us.
All right, sounds good.
Running around at the speed of sound. I got places to go and something else. I can't remember the rest of the song.
I've never even heard that song. Which mean isn't a surprise.
Wait, what do you mean? Running around at the speed of sound? That's Sonic?
Is this Sonic
Running
the Hedgehog
around
song?
at the speed of sound. I got places to go. Something.
Yeah, I've never heard that song before.
Whee!
Perfect.
Hey! We've got a trick done.
We gotta take the unconventional routes. Oh,
That's
sorry.
Right, that's right. No, you're good.
Unconventional. Holy crap!
Yeah! 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 Just get another one.
Every time you do it, it scares the living crap out of me.
You don't know when I'm gonna do it. It could be right now, or it could be right now, or it could be right now, or it could definitely be right here. Woohoo!
Oh, that just took.
Dang.
Oh,
Dang.
that hurt. That hurt a lot.
Who? You? Oh, you? What the heck?
Yeah.
It hit you?
Yeah.
I didn't get hit at all. Well, let's get to our comrades first. We are in enemy territory. That's okay.
I'm gonna get on this side. Whoop, that's a tree.
That is a trio.
Nailed that. Dude, I should totally be like a whisper.
Oh yeah.
I've always wanted to do that. I've wanted to get into like rally racing.
I can see you in that. I can see it. Derby? Yeah, I can see you in Derby.
Yeah.
Running around at the speed of sound. I got places to go. Ba-da-bow now now. Ba-dow, ba-dow. I'm gonna get off here and grab.
Yeah, this seems like. Do you have any medical stuff?
No, all I got is slurps, but you seem to be
sucks.
full on that. Yeah, sorry about that.
No, it ain't your fault.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Well, wait a minute. It kind of is. You built that ramp there. You made it higher than it needed to be. Yeah, it is your fault. I blame you entirely.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm a bad guy. You can't kill me.
I found the med kit.
Nice. Okay, I wish I had sniper rifles, cause you boys trying to figure this jazz out.
It seems like a lot of the battle is going on at Tilted. But I don't know for sure. Do you have any grenades? Like, not grenades, rockets?
Nope. No rockets. Sorry. I'm just so bad. I'm sorry. You know what you are? I'm sick and tired of you. Is my CPU overclocking? Nope. It's staying right at around the. So if I spin really quick, will it have to encode more? 72, 73, 74, 70. Yeah, it goes up when I spin, but that's as far as it goes, which is good. Cool. Wait, where are you at? You didn't say you were pushing up.
Oh, I'm pushing up.
Oh, okay, I'm coming.
Holy crap. Ooh, got it!
Oh.
I got the guy that rocket launcher.
Nice, nice.
Now I gotta find the target.
There's a bogey behind us, give or take. Got him.
Oh, that's okay.
That's something, ain't it?
Yeah, that is something.
You good?
Something just built, like...
That's me.
Oh! Well, apparently you can't fire this thing, like, indoors, or it will try and kill you.
Yes. America! Heck yeah! Something of another something, yeah!
Dun 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 dun! Dun 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 dun. hit. Yes!
America! Heck yeah! Butter cover in that fire!
Oh crap, it just fired the opposite direction of where I wanted it to go! Sucks. Okay. Dun 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 dun. Haha! I knocked him! Oh, I'm so glad they brought this thing back.
I was messing with you. Oh, that's funny. I just hear your thing. It's just so magnificent.
I love this. I'm loving this to death. Okay. I'm so glad they brought this back.
You're stealing all my content.
I'm sorry.
All my YouTube channel content.
Like, I was genuinely sad when they took this thing down. Okay. But now it's back.
Bounce, 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 down, down, bounce, 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 down, 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 7 people left. But where are the 7 people left?
Oh, I'm out of rocket ammo.
Oh no!
The sad day. Oh crap! I just took a shot from something. I don't know what it was from. Oh, rockets! I got rockets back. Okay. Oh crap! That's a freaking mountain. I guess they have it so it randomly like changes directions on you. Hey, do you know where anyone is so I could like fire on them and like ruin their day?
Yeah, there's one guy next to me who's dead. I gave him some shield potions though, make him feel better.
Gotcha. Okay, you know what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna steal this golf cart and I'm gonna ride around like a boss. I'm seriously so happy that they brought the rocket launcher. Hey, we finally won!
I got the last kill on me.
Yeah, so they like randomly they have it so that the rocket rocket you aim it right, and then it just completely does a 180, and it messes up everything, which I guess is the point. But you see what I'm saying? Like it has like this random. Who's the majority?
Hello.
What? What do you want?
Can I play with you?
I have to ask Austin because I promised I'd just play with him. So Austin.
Oh wait, my thing is not. Yeah, sure, you can play with us.
All right, he said yes.
Okay.
All right, what do you want to do? 50-50s?
Sure.
All right.
Okay, hold on.
Ooh, you're getting staged, Austin. You're getting staged. Look at that skin. Ooh.
I don't freaking need anything. What's the freaking button for? Oh, there it is. I found it. Why? Hi. Yes, you can play with it.
How do I mute you? How do I mute? How do I mute? I'm mute, not him, not you, him. I'm trying to mute him because he's not you and you're not him. If you were him and I was you and you were I and I was we'd be all muted.
That made no sense.
Excuse me, I am a mathematiciano. That means I know how to play math while doing the piano.
You're a math composer.
I am a math composer while I am doing my.
What's the square root of B?
D sharp.
B sharp.
And like one guy raises his hand in the back. I was supposed to go for psychology. I'm in the wrong class.
What class is this?
Yeah. What class is this? I thought this was psych. It is. This is to test your psychological materialical for math.
Best house?
Lazy Links.
He wants to go to Lazy Links.
Well, the reason we're not going to Best House is because it's on our side. We only go to Best House when it's not on our side. It's logical.
Do you
It's
understand,
extremely
Ryan?
logical.
I mean,
our thinking process is really logical. It's really
that's
simple.
right. That's right.
Don't ever question it.
That's
If
what.
you question it, then you'll really be sad.
That's right. You understand?
Also, Lazy Links is in the circle.
Oh!
Oh, crap.
No, this is wrong. We're gonna have to leave.
This is wrong. We need to get to like the enemy side of Lazy Links,
Exactly.
and we cannot cross the line until we get what we need, and then we can cross. Except I'm gonna break that rule right now because I just found a golf
need
cart.
chest. No.
Where's Austin? Where's Austin?
I found a golf cart.
That don't mean jack. My golf cart's better than your golf cart.
Shut up. Your golf cart's stupid compared to mine.
Well, does yours have 368 health? That's
Mine
what I
has
thought. Well, remember, the smaller the better. That's what Jesus said.
I don't think he said that.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh wait, I should probably put this shield on.
I need a weapon. I still need
Holy
a
crap,
weapon.
that's an enemy!
Yeah, this is the circle, by the way.
Okay, I got him. No. Oh, we have the same. No, don't kill him! Oh no!
Wait a minute, I need that gun. I need that gun. I need that
got
gun.
the same
Give me that gun.
backpack.
You. Austin, where are you going without me?
Oh wait, where are you? Are you behind me? I can't see you. I'm having a hard time finding.
You have nothing.
I have nothing too.
I have a
Follow me, I know a
shield.
spot to camp.
You know.
No, he took my golf cart. The
Look,
poopy
right here.
head.
You break that part and you can
I
come
found a
down
gun.
here.
I found a gun.
Come
Mom.
down here.
Mom.
Come down here.
Okay, I'm coming. I'm coming.
You can come down here.
40 wood.
Where are they?
I'm down here. The entrance right. Oh, that default didn't see me.
Poor guy.
Got him.
Yes. Sorry, man.
Right here.
So I just knocked a guy and he's in the water,
No,
and
no.
I'm just gonna let him die.
Over here.
Oh no, you just
Follow
look in the
me.
water.
Follow me, Patton. Right here.
Following you. What? Under the
Right in
bridge?
here. Yeah, you have to crouch and underneath the bridge.
Whoa.
Great camping spot. All the pros use it.
We are like ninjas.
Bounce, 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 bounce. Ninja song. Yeah, that's a ninja song. Song.
As cool as this is, I want to shoot things, so I'm gonna remember this in case everything really falls to crap.
I don't have a weapon.
Oh, I have an MP5.
Does anyone have an extra weapon?
No, sorry, man, I don't.
Yeah.
I have like. Oh wait, here we could go after those crates. Delane, do you have a? They're gonna take that crate before everyone.
No! I need to get a weapon. Oh, I got a sword. Oh,
Holy
even
crap.
the default took that.
Taking fire.
I need a weapon.
I got a pistol here if you need it.
Oh yes, please. Where are you?
I think we should go after those crates over there.
I need a pistol, please.
It's only got 34 shots, so do your best.
I need some mats. What level are you doing?
5,000.
I'm a level 62.
So close.
Baby. Oh, Austin, you might not have been referring to that, but that's like perfect. Like, wow, pretty close.
Yeah, pretty close.
That person has a scar.
We're really handling it pretty well on this side.
Yeah, I would agree.
I need a
Man,
pump.
but everyone is
Yes,
like
I got a pump.
scavengers
I got a
over
pump.
here.
I know, we're all just looking for stuff. It's like, enemy,
Crap.
we don't care if we're not armed. Somebody will be armed.
Oh, there's houses over here. I'm going to get these houses.
Okay, but we're on the edge of glory.
Here, I'll follow you.
They haven't been looted.
Do any of you guys have like pistol ammo?
No, nobody has any ammos.
Darn nabbit.
We use it all
do
before the
I?
fighting starts.
I don't know.
It's
I
the
have
little
18.
ones. Never mind. Don't worry about it.
There's no chest down there.
Okay, there's a suppressed submachine gun.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Ping, ping, ping. Ping, ping, ping. Ping, ping, ping. Ping, ping.
Ping, ping, ping. Ping, ping, ping. Ping, ping, ping. Ping, ping.
We are the angels.
We are.
Let's get a blue AR. Let's go.
Okay, Delaney, do you still need a gun?
Yeah, I got a good gun now, I think. Maybe.
I have 1 minute if anyone needs it. Anyone need 1 minute?
Yeah, sure, I'll take 1 mini.
1 mini pull foot.
I'll have a mini.
1 mini, my good sir.
I'm gonna go back to lazy because there's 300 wood for P90.
Okay.
I'll be right back. I just need to get the max too. Oh, max.
Man, I have 2.
What are you doing? We're not with our squad.
Whoa, what's that glowy thing? I see a glowy thing. What is it? Ooh, it's a shield!
I hope it hits me! Ooh!
We're winning.
Gonna take that one there. I'm gonna start drinking this shield now.
Seriously?
Yeah, Austin, seriously? You're gonna drink the shield now? Seriously?
Did you know that he can't? I only did push talk, so he can't hear what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
I could sound.
Interesting!
Ooh, I found a crate! Ooh, I found a minigun! And now we got 2 launch pads. I'll take this minigun here. I got a minigun.
I like how some of us are just so into the scavenging that we just forget, oh yeah, we're in a war.
You know, it's incredible. It's
go,
like this
Dylan.
is just
You can have
scavenging.
all my loot.
Aw.
Everybody's in Tomato Town!
Is that where everyone is? Oh my word, you're right. Dude, that's where the fighting is. Oh, there's shots being fired from some direction for some reason. I guess.
We're all firing at just one location.
I got this poor guy.
I know, it's just like 3 people just like, that's a guy!
I got the kill.
Wow, what a cheater.
I need to go. Have my loot. Somebody have my loot. Bye, Delaney.
Bye bye! I'll take your loot.
Have my loot.
Okay, I'll take your loot.
Bye.
Bye bye. You won't die in vain, we will win for you.
I have found someone. Chasing it down.
Bounce, 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 bounce. You're about to die from the storm. Let me pick
crap.
you up.
Okay, thank you.
Bounce, 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 bounce,
Oh,
bounce,
yeah.
bounce, 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 bounce,
Power.
bounce, bounce, bounce,
Oh
bounce,
no.
bounce.
Oh no. Oh,
Ah!
hey, you got some points for that. Okay, what are they shooting at now?
All right, build
Man,
a
I
ramp,
feel
build
so
a ramp,
bad.
build a ramp, build a ramp.
I don't have that many. I don't have that much material.
Ah, okay, we'll build a ramp right here. You see where this jump pad is? Build a ramp right there.
Okay. I don't like. Okay,
There it
there we
is.
go. Yeah, I got you.
Can I get up on there? Well, let's see. We're in the circle, so it doesn't matter.
I believe.
What the? Can I get back in it?
Interesting.
Let's do it again.
Hold on.
Get in.
There's people shooting at people, and
Who
I want to be part
cares?
of it. I want to be a part of it. Crap, I'm gonna be out of the storm. Don't you love it when it gets to the point that
you can do this?
Like
Who
shooting
cares?
at each other's like towers.
Yeah, it's like you're so confident in winning. 31-4. Yeah, we might not win, but who cares? Shoot other people.
31-4. Of course we're gonna win. It's kind of one of those things. I wish they would have it so that at a certain cap point, you know, it's like.
They
You know,
like the enemy team.
wins.
The enemy team gets 50% more health and shield.
Yeah. Essentially. Or even then, it's like the enemy team then has like 10 minutes to win, 5 minutes to win.
Yeah, I'm picking up what you're putting down. Because right now,
It's like-
50v50s is like the dream, the child's dream. Why? Because you have a 50% shot of winning.
Yeah. And then it's like a guaranteed success. Once you get like, even down to like 10 and 30, it's like you know which team is going to win.
Right. Except those teams, those fights where it's neck and neck, and then you're down to like the single digits,
Yeah.
and it's neck and
Those
neck.
those 50-50s are a lot of fun.
Look, they used to never happen, but once they hit the storm, it happens a whole lot more often. But it's still that, how do you say, high ground versus low ground. If you have the high ground, your chances of winning is like 100.
Yeah.
Not really, it's more like 60, 70, but it gets up there.
Well, it's like, yeah, I mean, that's really what I love about playing 50-50s, is when you have the massive battles.
Yeah.
You know, that's where it's really at.
We'll get there one day. We'll get there.
We'll get there.
We'll get
We play enough 50-50s, then we'll finally get there. I'm gonna
Dang.
play like 1 more, 2 more, then I'm gonna go to bed. Watch some anime.
And yeah, I kind of want to go to bed too.
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah,
You need to, honestly, Last Exile has been really good. You should check it out at least. Look into it.
I want to see how the
dream.
Fortnite
Why?
stream
Because
is
you have a
going.
50% shot of winning.
Hey, do you want to do 50-50s more, or do you want to play duos?
I was supposed to
Steady
go for
Storm, which sounds
psychology.
terrible,
I was
but-
supposed to go for psychology. Squads? What?
Squads.
Squads!
No fit.
No! Let's try duos. Let's see if we can
Okay,
knock it
alright.
out.
I'm gonna die.
What?
I like dying.
No.
Dying's cool. I've come to accept dying. Death.
No.
All that. Yep, it's official. My ears are gone. They've gone and left. They're no longer where I left them.
Well, sadly for you, your warranty expired, so.
Oh no! Of course. They always design these things to fail at the end of a warranty. Every time.
You should have gone for the 5-year warranty. Oh no, for the 25-year warranty instead of the 15. Shoot.
Oh man, Tilted is gonna be so much fun.
Oh, right on the AC. No, you got to get it right on the AC. If your marker ain't on the AC, it doesn't count.
For crying out loud.
That's why it's Best House. It's a cult.
There we go.
Good man. Good man. I'm proud.
So I play this game where map is O instead of M, and so every time I keep on pressing the map for Fortnite, I keep on pressing O.
But
like
you would
this
have to swivel your whole. What?
Oh yeah, it's a really inconvenient spot, but I still just press O, because that other game requires me to constantly look at my map to know where I am.
What's wrong with tab? I always press tab. I never press
you
M.
Oh, you have it. Oh yeah, look at that. I never knew that.
What?
I don't know why.
Remember, W is to go forward.
Shut up.
just cover my bases. Just letting you know.
Oh darn! I want to get that MP5. There we go. You have a gun?
Eat. Just one AR, and here's my last one.
Why did you put it there? Well, bullets.
It usually means somebody wants to come up.
You know what? I really like having gray weapons. I think gray weapons is like a color.
It's like secretly the highest level. All right, real close, quick in the market. All right, let's go. Long way. That's not what I wanted.
We're like, oh, there's a person on the second floor. I think he's coming down.
Come here. All right, here we go. I'm down. It's just you. Get him.
Crap! I'm reloading.
Just reload. No! You son of a biscuit! I had the other guy just for you. We traded lives. We both go for the ready up, even though we're both wanting to go to bed so badly.
I know. Oh my word! I wasn't even thinking about it. Well, we can't end on that game.
We've ended in worse.
Can I kill myself? I'm kidding. Please, anybody watching the stream, I am not a...
Oh, dude, guess what?
Wait, I gotta make this. Killing yourself is a bad thing, guys. If you're listening to this, truly, do not kill yourself. It's the silliest thing you can do. It means that you love yourself more because you think that your current life that you live is not fit for you. And that just means you love yourself more, which is wrong.
I would say that suicide has
benefits. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I would say that trying to dive into the mind of someone who wants to commit suicide is a very difficult thing to do.
Agreed. Like, the motives are like, there's countless of motives, but at the same time it usually comes back down to, you know, failing of receiving any, you know, how do you say it, healthy love. You know, I would say that would be one of the main causes.
I don't know. It's like it's the same thing with like you know, overgeneralizing anything. Like I don't want to overgeneralize suicide. I don't know. I
pretend that it's like so common that it doesn't matter.
Well, no, I mean like it's the same thing for like saying why people are atheists. You know, Christians like to try and say, oh, it was because, you know, something bad happened to you or whatever. But I mean, you know, there's just so many cases of why people don't believe in God and why people do believe in God. It's like
generalize the cause of it.
Right. Yeah. Okay. That's what I'm saying.
Well, yeah, I agree. Like in my moral fortitude, I would assume that the reason being is that, but that is not the ultimate reason. That's just, you know, one of many options why. But you know, if you explain yourself, and I find it, you know, like a healthy explanation why you want to kill yourself, understandable, but just don't. Just don't.
Well, that's the thing. It's like sometimes people just think it's really the only option. Like they're not doing it for the intention of wanting to hurt people, you know, that love them. But it's just they feel as though it's the only thing that they have left. You know, it's like the only solution. Which is sad, you know, to get to that point in your life where death is the only answer, but it oh crap.
Where'd he go?
I don't know, dude. Whoa, one shot, he just got me.
Oh, I thought I had my gun out. Oh, I started building accidentally.
Yeah.
Darn, I got that guy with 2 nice headshots.
We are so good at this game.
I think we are, but if we get distracted on suicide theology, then
Do you think people that commit suicide go to hell?
I think it's situational. For example, one of my good friends of mine said his autistic friend died because, you know, it was more out of his mental control. You know what I mean? I think if you make the mental decision that this life isn't worth it anymore, like 100%, you're like, I am done, I'm killing myself for the purpose of, I don't feel loved, I feel this isn't worth it, I don't want to do this anymore, then I don't think you're a Christian. Because the main aspect of being a Christian is that you share the love with God. He loves you, you love him back, and you follow his will. Well, his will clearly says, do not kill yourself, and second, to love me with all your heart. If you obviously feel that nobody loves you, then I have to say that, yeah, you would go to hell, because that is one of those laws.
You're
one
gonna
of
have
those.
to take the stream down now.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. I'm going to be sniped.
Man, I don't know. It's one of the reasons why I'm glad that I'm not God.
Right. Oh yeah.
Something like that.
Oh yeah.
I don't know.
Now, do you want me to take the stream off for your consent? I probably won't, because I will confess myself as a Christian.
No, it's fine. I don't care about what people think of anything.
Yeah, because you know what? I am a Christian. I am a Christian, and as a Christian, I really don't care about. Well, I don't mean it in a very, like, I don't care about suicide. It's more like, I don't care about whether the answer is yes or no. If the answer is yes, then heck yeah, I'm glad people get to go to heaven. But if it's no, then, just realize that, hey, be careful. Just live your life as best as you can and follow God's will. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy, get to heaven.
Well, who says that God's will isn't to kill yourself?
The Spirit.
The Spirit. Okay.
Yeah, and then you're like, the Holy Spirit, and you're like, well...
Oh, darn it.
Oops.
This person with a revolver is about... Yep. Just that guy. We're talking about this, and it's like I'm not paying attention.
Huh.
I shouldn't have gone to the roof.
Well,
there's a person with
are
a
you?
revolver.
Oh, you're on the roof.
Someone. No, I'm dead.
On the roof? You were on the roof.
I killed myself, so I...
FORTNITE, heck! You were in the roof, so I need to go to the roof.
Yeah.
Alright, well, shotgun versus pistol. Here we go, baby.
He's gonna revive the other guy.
Shush up. What? What? How many health did he have?
He must have healed while you were waiting.
8 health.
Darn. One more.
We're so
50-50s.
bad. We're so bad.
We should do 50-50.
Yeah, that's the only one we can win at.
That's the only one we're good at.
Yeah, and and at the same time, I really feel that all those really complicated questions, in my opinion, really don't matter. Why? Because the main question that has been answered by Christ is, love me, do my will to the best of your ability. You're not a robot. You're not going to get it right 99.9999999% of the time. You're going to fail a lot. And I am your Lord and Savior. Period. You do all that jazz, you get to go to heaven.
I mean, sure. I mean, look, from a fundamental level, I agree with you on some of the things, like, love God and whatnot. I'm kind of iffy about people that commit suicide going to hell. I agree with it being situational, but for different reasons, I guess.
Right. I'm picking up what you're putting down.
But I think it's, I mean, we see examples of, like, when Jesus was asked difficult questions, he answered them, like, in a way that made you think, and in a way that was like, oh, we have to go to the best house now. It's on the other side.
But his answers were very spiritual, and I feel like it always falls back to the Spirit, because the Spirit knows all the answers, and the Spirit will poke you. Well, at least with me, I don't know with anybody else, but anytime I have those really tough decisions that, I frankly do not know the answer, and when I start doing an answer that I think is right, and I start feeling like a slight thorn on my side, or like a little, like, almost guilt in a sense, then I'm realizing, maybe this is wrong. You know what? I'm going to try the other one. And if I don't feel that pain, I assume it's the Spirit telling me, there you go, that's better. You picking up what I'm putting down?
That's, yeah, I get what you're putting down, yeah. We could go back and forth about that, because Well, I don't.
It's still an iffy subject, period, because it's like, man, I don't want to see my friends and family die, kill themselves, and then not go to heaven. Or once again, is it situational? If it's not situational, well, gosh diddly darn, that's pretty diddly darn harsh. You know, like, come on. You know, a person who is mentally challenged, that's pretty tough. Okay, they killed themselves because they couldn't control themselves from not killing themselves.
Or like they were in constant pain. And like there's a mental illness that your brain is constantly, you know, putting you through like intense amounts of pain. And there was like one kid who in Canada who wanted to, you know, kill himself eventually because he was just in so much pain, and he talked to his parents about it, and you know, it was like physical agony.
Right.
And eventually he had to, you know, because Canada doesn't suicide's illegal in Canada, so he had to, you know, drive somewhere and, you know, kill himself without his parents by his side or anything, because they wanted to do in the hospital with like the procedures they have, but Canada doesn't allow that. I mean, yeah, I think, because you have to ask the question, like, what does it mean to be fair? What does it mean, you know, because we're told God is a fair God, so what does that mean?
No, he's a just God. He's not
Or
fair.
just God.
He's not fair. Nowhere close to fair. He judges people differently, but he is a just God. For example, an autistic person will be judged differently, and God always gives a just answer. But a man who is completely healthy, a man who completely decides his own will on his financial status and his moral status, etc., 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 he will judged completely differently from the mentally challenged. Period. And that is a fact. But some laws will still, you know, focus on this. You like that? Nice job, Austin. I'm proud.
Thank you, thank you. I would say, ultimately, I think it's important to ask those questions, in my opinion.
If you don't ask them, you can't solve them. You know, question comes first and then an answer. But Morgan Freeman, once again, Morgan Freeman says, I think if you don't ever ask it or question it, then it will never happen. Or no, he didn't say that. That'd be lying. He said, not talking about it can usually prevent it. I would have to look at this video, so don't quote me on it.
I know what you're talking about with like the racism video that he was talking about.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of a mixed bag of things. I just don't like, not to bash your point of view. This is just my standing on it. I just don't like saying, you know, I don't like definites per se, like, especially when it comes to something like what God will decide. I don't like saying one way or the other, which kind of makes it difficult when you're teaching something in regard. Well,
so you don't like any. So you don't like any. Like, how do you say 1 equals 1s?
I need to clarify myself on this. Like, very specific orders, like do not commit murder, do not commit adultery. Like, those are without a doubt, you know, definites.
So you don't like any of the commands that have not been specifically spelled out from God?
Well, I think when we're trying to answer questions like suicide that haven't been spelled out by God, we have to be careful in how we evaluate it.
Oh, absolutely, I agree with that one. But at the same time, God has given us, in a sense, clues of how to answer those tough questions. And I think the biggest clue, once again, is the Holy Spirit. You know, if you feel like you're about to kill yourself, I'm pretty darn sure there's always that voice in your head, and some people will have the Spirit, some people will just have, you know, normal, you know, a normal voice speaking in your head. It's like, this might be a bad idea. I don't know, though.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, because like suicide really gets into people's heads. Like, it can really consume you.
Right,
and you're I mean, yeah, it's a very tricky subject.
Now, just ask, are you having any suicide problems?
Oh, no.
Okay. Your boy's here. Your boy's gonna be up there in a year and a half. I'll keep you covered. Oh, speaking of that, I heard you guys had a meeting.
Meeting?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
A meeting about me and Christian coming down?
Oh, yeah, we did. We talked about it. Yeah, for sure.
Am I in?
Well, so you're coming in 2020, right?
Yeet.
2 years.
Spring
So
of
by that
2020,
point,
yeah.
like I think
We got
all of us
bogeys
are
at
gonna
South?
be gone.
All of you or
South.
majority of you?
All of us. Tyler's graduating in 2020. I'm aiming for 2020. Jonas is aiming for 2020, and so is Noah Klauke. Like we're all gonna be gone.
Dang, so it's just gonna be a swap.
Yeah, it's gonna be like a complete turnover.
Cool, so I would be with Christian and I?
Yep.
Dang.
Christian and Ryan, I think. Christian Ryan.
Dang. You said you were gonna fail a few classes though. Are you gonna be okay?
We'll see. Well, no, the classes haven't started yet. I'm hoping I don't fail. If I do fail, then that of course pushes things around a bit. But if everything goes to plan, 2020 is the graduation date, my friend.
Got it. Got it. Well, I hope you succeed.
We'll see what happens.
If you
We'll
don't,
see what
I'm
happens.
stealing your. I will force you to get Save the World. Oh no!
I don't really see how that's a
Bogeys?
motivator. Bogeys were.
I don't know. I don't know. Where are the bogeys? I'm up top. I don't see any bogeys.
Ultimately, what I don't like about suicide is how it really affects your family. It leaves everyone really questioning, you know, were they the reason why, you know, it happened? You know, it's just one of those things where I can to some degree understand why a person would want to take their life, but at the same time, ultimately, you know, it's like you're letting down so many friends and family. It's really hard to sometimes justify it. You know?
Right, and at the same time, I would assume that, you know, once again, falling back on my statement, that
where they don't feel loved. Or
yeah, they don't
have
feel
anyone to fall
loved,
back
but
on.
right, but at the same time, what if and there's been countless where there has been families that have done nothing but countless love, where they have loved, yet got none. And you know, what do you do in those situations too? Like, but I love them every single day. I've treated them like a good Christian, godly parent, and then they kill themselves. What does that mean? You know?
Yeah.
And I think once again it comes down to that weak moment. Was the person who killed themselves, were they just weak in that moment? Were they just deciding, man, I just can't take it anymore? Or was it an outside source that kind of like pushed them to do it? You know, there's so many variables and options and how do you say things that could convince someone to do that. You know, a harsh day at work, a harsh year at work, you know, etc., etc.
Yeah. Well, I think to a large degree it's deeper than that. You know, it's just something that's festering in your mind like constantly. And yes, I guess at some
would you
point
consider
there
it
might
to
be
be
like,
would you consider it to be an outside fester, like an actual physical thing festered you, like an event? Oh man, the bridesmaid didn't throw the flowers at me.
I wouldn't say that it was one event or even a few events that would cause someone to commit suicide. Just from, you know, from what I've researched on the subject, because I was interested in this question, is it just seems as though it's something that just constantly bothers you, constantly rolls around in your mind.
So would you
know?
say that if you don't get help, it would still be
if you don't get help, I would say that if you don't try to find a solution to those festering problems, then that's dangerous.
Right, and would you consider that almost sinful? If you know you have a problem that needs to be solved, like the thoughts of suicide, or the thoughts of, say, I'm loving porn more than my wife, would you think that if you don't pursue the problem and actually face it head on and try to fix it, would you consider that more sinful than not?
I would think, judging from what has been taught, is, you know, if there's a problem, then you need to fix it. You know, you need to go out and you need to talk to the people that you hurt, or, you know, whatever, and just try and find a solution and try and, you know, make it right.
Yeah, I think that's another factor. If you don't try to fix it, I think God would judge you in a much harsher manner, because it's like, man, I gave you all the abilities to fix it. You were so lazy / you know, I don't know. I wouldn't say lazy. I would say more of a. I would be more of a. You know, you didn't trust me in a sense to help you with this problem.
Well, ultimately, I think it's just one of the. It's one of those things where it's easier said than done. It's just really difficult to face your problem. I mean, most of the things that God commands us to do is pretty, you know, really difficult.
Especially in today's modern age. I agree with that one.
Yeah, and it's like, you know, it really comes down to what you're willing to do. And at the end of the day, I mean, you can pray to God as much as you want. You can read the Bible as much as you want. And you can even, I guess, feel those, you know, if you feel them, those spiritual feelings. But it really comes down to what you choose to do.
Oh yeah, I'd agree, 100%.
And that's the trick. That's the difficult part. And on top of that, when you get help, that means you're admitting that you need help, which is another part of the whole system that's really difficult to accept for some people.
Right, and I would agree with that. Like sometimes when I'm in the workforce, I can tend to be a little bossy, and I well, some people would say a lot of bossies, but I don't want to be bossy. But sometimes situations pan out where it can't be helped. Gotta get this done. We gotta get that done. All this jazz has got to get done. But you know what? I agree. I think it is not a disorder, but a problem that I need to face head on. Watch myself. Be careful with myself. Learn how to perceive the situation much more different, and go with it.
Yeah.
You know, and
yeah.
And at the same time, I'm only 18. You're only what, 21?
20 now, yeah.
20?
Don't feel like it.
Yeah, I've been doing this for 30 years. How old are you? 21. And at the same time, it's like, yeah, we still have so much more to learn. We have so much more to learn. And, you know, falling back on the you know, being bossy and so, I've only been in, you know, a career of my job for what, 2 years? 2 years? Like, come on. It's only been 2 years. People who do their job 30 plus years still have little problems that they get into. You know, you're gonna forever have these little tiny problems. But in my opinion, it will become a sinful act if you don't pursue to fix the problems. In my opinion, that is just I shouldn't say sinful act, because that's more, once again, God's judgment, but a more personal vendetta for myself. If I don't constantly pursue to fix the problems in my life, whether mentally, physically, challenging, whatever, then I feel like it starts becoming a sin. You know what I mean?
I know what you mean, and I think I wish I could quote verses off the top of my head. This shows you just how devoted of a Christian I am. I can't quote verses, but you know, I think the Bible follows that pattern, where, you know, you have to fix. If you cause problems, you should fix those problems. But
yeah.
Like
for example, I'll give you a Bible verse. Well, it's not, but it's a story. David, with I believe Bathsheba, saw a beautiful wife that wasn't his, and said, "Hey, that lady looks pretty dang darndy. Oh, you married? Well, I'll put him in the front of my army and let him die."
All of a sudden, like a redneck.
Because he ran away in the caves all his life. Yeah, them caves.
That's what I think of rednecks.
Them caves give you something. And so David, what he did is that, you know, he killed Bathsheba's wife, and so he then was faced with the prophet. I don't remember. I think he started with J.
It was Nathan.
Nathan, right? And boom, the first thing he did was repented. He said, "God, I am so sorry for what I did. That was so diddly darn stupid of me. I apologize." And God said, "Fudge, yeah, good job. I forgive you." He didn't really say that, guys. Don't unsubscribe. I'm just metaphorically simplifying.
The other aspect of that is, what's interesting about that is that God then punished David for the rest of his life and throughout.
No, not the rest of his life. No. Solomon was the one that destroyed Israel with his
Well, do you
decisions.
remember, like, his son Absalom and the civil war that broke out with Israel?
Yes,
and
but that wasn't.
Things was because of this act.
Yes, he did get punishment. He not only did he have his son die due to his civil war that he started, but he also I believe his firstborn child from Bathsheba died. His firstborn child from Bathsheba died, and his son died, who was from another wife. Yes, you're going to receive consequences from sinning, period. No matter what the sin is, lying, stealing, etc., you'll feel a consequence. How big the sin is, it's up to God how big the consequence is. But always know that you will get a consequence. If you steal a candy bar, maybe guilt is as far as your consequence will go. I don't think any physical, consequences will occur, like you getting arrested at the age of 9. But, Mommy, I'm sorry, and have that guilt. And I think if you show God that you are remorseful, that guilt is pretty painful enough. But that shouldn't be an excuse. But Solomon did things that were far worse than David. Not only did he sin by keeping way abundance of horses, he had over 700 horses. And it said strictly in the Old Testament, have only as many horses as you need per chariot, something like that. He had an abundance of wives. He had, I think it was 700 wives and 2,000 horses. And he spent like 5 years building the God's temple, and then 7 years building God's temple, and then 13 years building his temple, like his home. He was way over the top, and that got God so frustrated. His sins destroyed Israel. But with David, his repentance and his ability to say, God, I am so sorry for what I did, he got consequences, but nowhere as severe as Solomon. Solomon, every single time these things occurred, he said, they're not so bad. And with Saul, he said, well, the people made me do it. And so you saw Saul die in a bloody battle. You saw David live the rest of his life clean and, as free as possible as a human and a king. And Solomon destroying all of Israel.
Yeah. It was just a wonderful event. Wonderful, coalition of events.
And I think it just falls back. Everything seems to fall back. That suicide. It's such a tough question, and you're like, well, what about the consequences? Are there consequences when it comes to that suicide stuff? If I even think about it, does that?
Well, I was actually just thinking about this. Was when it comes to suicide, there's two sides to it. There's the one who wants, who's thinking about it, that's constantly rolling over it in his mind, and then there's his friends and his family that's should be taking notice of something that's going on. What's really tricky though is figuring out, taking notice of that, because like I said, people who are contemplating it never really show it. So it's kind of a two-pronged sword where we really have to be diligent to pay attention to the way people act and the way people are behaving themselves, which is the same thing as acting.
I'm picking up what you're putting down. Yeah, I'm picking up what you're putting down.
So, there's this whole roll of events, and I think it could really pass through anyone's mind at some point. No matter how well off someone may be, I think it really, it's such an what's the word? It's such an unorganized feeling. It doesn't really have any triggers or anything. It's so the variants are all over the board. So it's one of those things where you can't really know for sure, what's going on with someone, why they're feeling that way.
Yeah,
and that could be said about anything.
And I think the Bible has to be taken like that also. There are many things that is just gray, period, and you just can't seem to figure it out. One of my favorites, of course, is that abortion jazz. Some states, after 2 weeks, that's a baby, you can't kill it. But you're like, but it's 2 weeks old. But now it's a baby. Now you can't kill it.
Or what about aborting, babies that are going to be deformed?
Right. Once again, this beautiful bloodery gray, and you're just like, what the heckles do we do? It's technically, it's technically human life, but it's technically not. But it technically is. But it's technically, I can't say stupid. Mentally challenged or physically challenged. Do I want my child to suffer for 18 years because that's going to be its maximum lifetime?
Yeah, it's like, what do you choose? I mean,
sheesh.
I mean, at the same time, though, like, we look with scorn on the Romans and the Spartans for, tossing away babies that were deformed.
Right, and we can obviously say in a modern morality standpoint that is purely wrong and bad, but at the same time, they had to do that for self-defense. Because if they spent all their resources taking care of the poor, there would be no resources to take care of the soldiers, which protected Greece for how many years?
Almost an act of mercy to a degree, because those kind of people wouldn't have survived in that kind of world.
An act of mercy, but would it? Would it be an act of mercy? What if one of those people were becoming scholars? You know, so what if they're not physically attributed? What if they were like the next people that made the crossbow? Or what if Greece was able to get their fire 100 years earlier, their Greece fire, because they didn't kill off their babies? It's so hard because not everything is judged physically. That's why in today's world we don't abort weak children. Because that child might grow up to be Stephen Hawkins. And Stephen Hawkins was a freaking smart guy.
Yeah, but Stephen Hawking wasn't born that way. He developed that in college. Or high school. One of those two.
Right. Okay, then he's not a good point to use. Who would be a good Alright, then who would be a good point to use? Somebody who's...
That's one of the things. I can't think of anyone... I'm sure they're out there, but I can't think of anyone. You're Googling it, aren't you?
Actually, you should check the stream. I added a little something to the podcast flair.
Oh man, I'm gonna have to go into Google for this now. Tease it in the stream.
One derpy boy.
Is that the one that's right now playing with George, best player in all Minecraft?
Oh, I gotta fix that. Well, it's whatever the one that says live. How many views we got? How many streamers?
0.
Oh. Darn.
Ultimately, I think... yeah, I don't know. And we could get into all sorts of things, like, how do we know which interpretation of the Bible is right? You know, all these gray answers, all these gray questions that we don't know the answer to.
But I think it you know, we always have to keep the mindset that love God as your savior and you'll be able to go to heaven. Repent your sins and understand that yes, you are at fault at many times and you are not perfect, and the only way to get to perfection is via Jesus Christ, who died for your sins. And many people kind of gloss that over. And it's like, it's so frustrating. It's like, guys, I know these questions are difficult, but that's not that answering those questions aren't going to get you heaven. It's just understanding that Jesus Christ is in your life and you're following his will to the best as you can. Like I said before, you're not a robot. You're not going to do perfect. That's why every single time you make a mistake, you learn from it and do your best next time. And when God sees that, I bet he freaks out. Because can you imagine you created this creature, right? Oh, I'll give you an example. One of my favorite programmers, what's his name? Redstone something. He made a Super Mario emulator where he would make a bot run Super Mario, this one stage, 50 times. Well, in the very beginning, the bot didn't even know how to move. But then the bot, after like 10 minutes, decided, what if I hold down the right button? And it started moving right. And then the bot was like, oh, I'm moving forward. This is a plus. And of course it killed itself by hitting a Goomba. But then after about 24 hours of learning, it was able to finish the stage in world records. Why? Because after every mistake, it learned from it and said, okay, I'm going to press A here so I jump over the Goomba. Oh, I died to a boomerang. I'm going to press B instead and punch the Goomba and go under the boomerang. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think that makes creators and especially human thought processes super excited to create something that learns on itself and then accomplishes it all by itself. You know, you give it a little bit of a push, like the Bible, something really easy to go with, and then bam, all of a sudden they're learning from their mistakes and they're learning to become better and more efficient with their life. I think if you do that on a daily basis, take every situation and every day as a learning process and a learning experience, I think God's like up there like, fudge, yeah, this is awesome. Because you know, don't you get excited when something you start learns by itself?
I've never built anything that learns by itself.
Oh, then I need to give you that. Oh, here.
I know what you're talking about though. I've seen the video. It's really cool. And there are other
awesome.
programmers that are doing similar things, like programs that learn how to walk and yeah.
I find that stuff so cool, and I take that little statement, you know, to heart. And it might not. I don't know. It might be wrong. It might be 100% wrong.
Yeah, I mean, ultimately, you know, we always want to pursue. I think I mean, there's two. I want to go to bed, frankly. And we could talk about this for like hours.
Man, I like it. I like it. I'm still telling you, you already have the channel. What's it called? Snappy the Cat. Yeah, we need to make this podcast go because next week.
The podcast happen.
Yeah, because next week, I'm gonna be empty. I'm gonna be empty.
Yeah.
Like a whole week, we do nothing but podcasts.
There you go. There you go.
We're gonna get two viewers.
We should like just talk about other, you know, other than just Bible things. We should talk about other stuff, but
like what was
ultimately, if you're feeling
KSI versus Minecraft Fortnite player Logan Paul, all the way, baby.
There you go. That's a man that should commit suicide.
Whoa, censoring the stream. He's joking. Say you're joking so you don't get screwed over. I mean, oh boy, the stream's going downhill.
Ultimately,
hurt over. There you go.
Suicide's not the only solution. Even though it may feel that way, just get the help that.
Yeah.
There you go. Words of wisdom by Austin.
There's
There's a hotline. There's like websites. There's tons and tons of support out there now.
You know, maybe
that's something that's really great about the internet.
I think I'm gonna have to put the suicide prevention line. I'm gonna put that in the description. You know, always just in case. All right, there you go. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna stop the stream. All right. Well, Austin, it was great having you.
It's great being here. Thank you for having me.
Hey, come back next week for Ben, one drunky boy, coming at you with his theology. And the first thing he's like, F abortion.
You know what? It'll actually be fun to talk to Ben about this stuff.
Oh man, what do you think he'll take it? Do you think he'll take it?
He goes to church. I think he's Presbyterian. I don't know.
Presbyterian. I want to talk to a Presbyterian. You know. All right, it's a promise. We're gonna get Ben, our one drunky boy,
on our podcast.
What about one unknowy boy? Who's that?
I don't know. That's
one
why
pandy boy. One pandy boy.
Pandy boy is Keanu.
I obviously know who one American-y boy, one Irishy boy, one opposite of tiny boy, one tally boy, one takey. What is that? One Trumpy boy. Is that? That is
Donald Trump, yeah.
That's Alex.
That's his profile picture.
Yeah, that's Alex. One who on earth is this boy?
I'm personally proud of one terminally ill boy, because his name was Terminal, and I named it the terminally ill.
You capitalize ill just to emphasize. It's ill! It's ill!
Yeah, I know, because if I had just done ILL, it would have just looked like a bunch of eyes.
One terminally boy. I think I need to stop the stream. We're gonna go on for hours.
All right. Well, I think that's the end of this podcast. Thank you for joining us.
Podcast number is 812-28. Okay. Podcast 000. Yep. All done. Bye bye.
Bye.
That's a horrible outro. All right. No. What happened to our outro?
Oh,
that's right. Our outro.
I forgot it.
What was it?
Oh no.
Play hard.
Play hard. Game hard.
Work hard. Game hard.
Work hard. Play hard.
Game hard.
Charizard.
Work hard. Play harder.
Play hard. Charizard.
No. I thought it was work hard. Play harder. Charizard. No, I like to play hard. Work hard, play hard, Charizard. All right, all right. We're gonna do it together at the same time. Ready?
Okay.
All right. 3, 2, 1. Work hard. Okay, work hard. What if we go really slowly? Work hard. Play.
That's the longest outro in the history. Okay, wait. Okay, we'll do it. Okay, you ready? Okay.
Work hard. Play hard.
Charizard.
Charizard.
That was terrible. I'm leaving.